Today is shaping up to be a great show. Let me tell you why, guys. First up, he sings, he dances, and he's here with us today. I'm talking about entertainer extraordinaire, Wayne Brady! Plus, we are dishing out some knowledge when it comes to pizza and what your favorite toppings say about you. Shout out to New York over here. And later, we are breaking down some whack advice and setting you straight when bad advice column returns. But before we jump in, you may have noticed that Tamara is out today. Yes. I know, we're bummed about it. However, our friend Yvette Nicole Brown from Community and The Odd Couple is here!
That's a great audience.
Yes, she is! Yvette, we're so excited to have you back.
I'm excited to be back. I'm sorry Tamara's not here, but this is nice. Yes.
You're feeling at home?
I do. You're my girl. This is good for me.
Okay, so Yvette, I know that you've been here before, but officially at the table as one of us, there are some ground rules that we gotta set straight.
Well, let me have it, girl. Tell me what
Number
I gotta
one,
do. Yes.
you gotta keep it straight.
Okay.
Always.
All right.
Secondly, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Darn right.
And last, but not least, we dance a lot.
We do?
Yeah. A lot. Like every time you hear, let's try it out.
Okay.
This is our time.
You know, I'm actually a good chair dancer. I do better in chairs than even on my feet.
This over here is the twerking section, so can you do that?
Well, I ain't never twerked. It's a lot back there to
Just pop your
twerk.
back out like that. And this is our time.
And this over here, right here, is the auntie section. So this the dance.
Okay, I think I gotta. I'm going with auntie. I'm gonna go with auntie.
We just two-step over.
Two-step. All right. I'll get in with one of the sections. I will get in right.
Oh, we did two-step in. She's ready, right, guys?
Yeah.
She's good. All right, we're excited to have you here. Let's get into some girl chat.
Yes, honey.
Okay, now Yvette, you know we love social media, right? But the one thing I don't love about it is all the hashtag abusers. I mean, you know the people that hashtag everything. I am tired of the hashtag abuse Tamar Braxton.
Oh my God, look at
We don't even have to call Tamar out. She's turning her head over there in shame.
I mean, because hashtagging is very necessary, okay? And, you know, I am a hashtag abuser. Hi, my name is Tamar Braxton, and I am a hashtag abuser.
Okay,
I am not ashamed. And I don't want recovery. Don't pray for me. I like it.
I'm a little guilty of it too, so that's why I kind of gave myself a little shade.
That's what I'm saying. What is it about the hashtags that you guys got to do it so much? If it's more than 5 words, that's too much to me.
I just feel like it adds a little flavor. Sometimes you need a little spice, a little ginger, something in there. Gives you a little something.
And hashtag is getting straight to the point.
That's right.
No, but sometimes if I've been drinking, it's hard for me to understand y'all hashtags. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's like it's too long.
I think a hashtag allows you to focus in on what's really important.
How about that?
Right?
Yes,
Like
God.
you might show a beautiful sunset, but it's really like I'm in Hawaii. So the hashtag will be hashtag
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Wish it was here.
Hawaii
Let
life.
me back up a little bit because everybody is not social media savvy. Let's explain what a hashtag is. All right.
It is when you use the pound sign. Well, what is that? It's the number sign.
Yeah.
And you put the number sign in front, and then you can either say, like, if it is a beautiful sunset, hashtag Hawaii, hashtag we are here at the real, you know?
It can also be used as the subtext of what you're saying in the picture. So it's like you got your picture, you hashtag Hawaii because you're throwing it out there where you are, but then hashtag so glad you're not here.
Okay,
that would say, I really am thinking this underneath.
There's a lot of shade in the hashtag.
Yeah, there could be shade or there could be thoughts that you didn't necessarily need out there in the open, but only people who understand you.
Yeah, because Tamar, I love you, but you don't use the hashtag the way they explaining it sometimes. I mean, let's just be honest, okay?
No.
The subliminal hashtag.
I just feel like the hashtag is almost like .com. You know what I mean? Like when you're trying to get your point across.
Yeah, yours should be called the shade tag, not the hashtag. Sometimes.
It's not always shade. It's just I want you to understand what I'm talking about.
But you know what people forget that hashtags initially were to help you figure out what was trending.
Okay.
So if like you have an album coming out, Tamar, then I would say that you should put the hashtag of your album at the end of every tweet anyway, which helps you get higher on the trend list.
Because it helps you. You can actually search hashtags. And that's why people add them to things. So if you want to see everything that was going on at The Real, you just search hashtag The Real, and all those pictures will come out. People actually even do it for their weddings. They give their wedding a hashtag, and then all the photos that were taken of the wedding come under that hashtag.
Tamar, I remember when I first started following you on Instagram, I didn't understand that you were making your own hashtag. So sometimes I'd be like, oh, that hashtag. I wonder what other people. And then you'd follow it, and it'd be like her one post that's her hashtag.
Can we show
like,
some examples, please? Can we please show something like this one? Now that's my baby Logan.
Okay, but first you gotta get into my baby shady face. Like what? Like what you? Right?
Oh,
So this is Logan. So you gonna download hashtag Winter's Love Is Land, which is my Christmas album. Hashtag Let Me Know, which is my single on iTunes, and watch hashtag Tamar Events or no.
There it is.
Got it. So I get it. So the whole, the entire Instagram
wait a minute.
is his voice.
You telling me he don't talk, but he can hashtag already?
Yeah, and he hashtag Tamartian Thursday.
I like that.
Okay, let's check out Yvette.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Is it me? Oh.
So what is yours saying, Yvette?
It says, first of all, it shouts out, I'm shouting out the people with gaps. Where the gap tooth people at?
Well, I used to have one.
I did too. I think gap tooth people need a little love, so it was a hat we threw out to them. And then I missed my gap because I'm sad. And you know the collar. I figured there'd be some comments about that collar.
It's like y'all writing a novel. What is it? Just
I
say
love it.
Look, I believe in providing a little content for my viewers. So
Yeah.
if they'd like to read, there's a little book for you to read.
I mean, it's informative to me.
Yes,
I totally get it.
Yours as well.
Well, y'all two hashtag abusers. That's why y'all get it.
If you know about hashtags, then you also probably know about selfies. Anybody here a fan of a selfie? Say aye. Well, have you heard about this new trend called the date selfie? Like, people are actually going on first dates and actually taking selfies and posting them on.
What?
So I would consider that an ussy personally, because it's you and your first date. But on a first date, would you ever take a photo and post it? Hashtag
Absolutely never.
first date selfie.
No, God. For why?
Well, I mean,
it'd be nice to
go
remember
ahead.
if you end up marrying that dude, it'd be nice to have something to the first
I mean,
time guys
after
were
you
together.
engaged, though. I mean, but like if you take a selfie of your first date, I mean, it look a little lonely. Like you're excited to be out the house for once.
Yeah, but I just feel like there's nothing wrong with taking the picture. Don't post it until a year later, and you're like, this is the photo that it lasted and it worked.
I got a question, you guys. I have a hard time knowing if something is a date. Have you guys ever been on a date and not knowing whether it's actually a date?
Or you thought it was a date.
Oh, you tricked us.
Well, no, like if say you go out with a friend. Like I went out with a friend yesterday, and he's cute and I like him, but I don't know if it was a date. Like he paid for everything. He walked me to my car. Is it a date?
It's a date if he asked you.
It was just the two of us. Well, I mean, it was really nice. Like I had a good time with him, and I like him, but I just don't know if it was actually a date. And we did take a selfie.
But did you kiss him?
You want me to call him now? I
That's
can
how you
ask
kissed
him.
him. It was a date.
Because she's not saying no, the answer is yes.
No. Do you guys think it's a date if the guy pays, it's a date?
Yes.
Always.
Yeah, if you're by yourself.
Yeah, they're supposed
They're supposed to pay all the time. I'm not treating my homeboy.
No, okay, look, I think number one, if he asks you out, that's a date. Number two, if he picks up the tab, that's a date.
Even if it's
number
a friendship
three, if you sleep with him, it's a good date.
There can be good dates, and you don't have to give it up. There can be good dates.
I said it's a good date.
I say if you go anywhere with a man by yourself, it's just the two of you, it's a date.
If he take his mama with you on the date,
That is not a date.
Okay.
That is not a date.
Let me tell you about my first date that I will never forget. So in the Bay Area, in San Jose, I went to Rasputin's, this record shop in Santa Cruz, and I saw this guy. I picked up a Fugees album. We bonded over Nas. It was like a whole thing. You know when you bond over music and you bond over, you have that song and you're like, you like that song too?
I love that you love the black culture like that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my God. We're just all gonna
Love it.
with the power to the people.
So he asked me out. It was a legitimate date. He came to pick me up. He had a car. I wasn't driving yet, so I thought it was so cool growing up. I went out with him. I was underage. I drank. I wasn't aware yet. It was like that first time, you know, that first drink where you learn. You don't know yet how much you can have.
Right.
So I'm drinking. I'm trying to be grown up and cool. I end up getting so sick, you guys. All I remember is him driving me home going, where do you live? I got to take him, where do you live? And me like, you know when your mind is really drunk and turned, but then I'm sorry, your body is drunk and you can't control yourself, but your mind is knowing that you're a fool and you look embarrassed right now. You know what I mean? So my body can't stay up and I'm holding my head up on the thing like this and I'm like, I live over by Barry.
With your clothes on?
I was trying to keep on, but my body couldn't hold it. So you guys, all I know is I threw up all over his car, all over it. So the next day, I called his work and I asked for him because I knew he had to go into work early that morning. I drove there and I brought like Windex and all this stuff and I was cleaning it and he was like, hey, and he ran out. He was like, hey, you gotta stop. All my coworkers can see you cleaning up your mess right now. It's embarrassing me even more. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I left him the Windex and the toilet paper or the paper towels and I walked away. You guys, it was the worst. I have a 2-drink minimum.
And
I mean, a maximum 2 drinks.
I'm traumatized by your first date.
That was my first date.
First date ever or first date with him?
Ever.
First date ever. And this is the lesson. When you too young to drink and you don't know how to handle it, don't do it. That's the lesson in the story, okay?
Do not drink.
Okay.
I feel like when I was younger, you really couldn't tell if I was on a date or not because I wasn't allowed to go on dates by myself.
Oh.
So like, my mom would be like, or they'd be like, it's a group date. So when I was in 3LW back in the day, a guy asked me out on a date and my managers made all of us go on the date. Like my whole group would come with me on dates.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's
a group
cute.
date.
That's a group date.
Because I wasn't allowed.
One guy,
and the 3 of us.
Wow.
That was a fantasy for him.
We weren't allowed to be alone with the guy.
Okay.
So I actually had a horrible first date with a guy that took us to go see a movie, Man's Chinese Theater. We were new in LA. And we sat down. It was the guy, me, my 2 group members, and a guy sitting behind us put his feet up
in between
on the seat between me and the dude's face.
Oh.
Like his feet were right here.
No.
And so I was like, first of all, I'm looking at my date, like, are you gonna say something?
Right.
Like you're just, no, this guy has his feet in my face. We're just not gonna say anything. He didn't say anything. I ended up almost arguing with the guy. The guy wouldn't put his feet down.
He didn't step in even then?
The date never stood up for me and instead tapped me and my girls and was like, we should move our seats.
Oh.
I was like, oh, you are a punk. I was like, he was scared. Like, I stood up and spoke for myself.
Right.
He was scared, and instead, we just walked out.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now, how big was old boy that put his feet up?
Yeah.
Well, his feet were really big.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but still,
So he
I don't
probably
care.
saw them big feet and was like, oh, we need to move.
Come
All
on,
right.
man. Now, as you know, I'm a New Yorker, and one thing New Yorkers know better than anything is pizza.
Yep.
Any way you slice it, you can learn a lot about a person from their taste in pizza. So it's time to learn what your pizza topping says about you. Welcome to Toppings Tell All. All right, it doesn't take much to please this topping lover. They know what they want and they stick to it.
Get it, Munchkin.
Yeah, it is the pepperoni pizza. If you love you some pepperoni pizza, that actually means you're an extrovert. So you're the life of the party and you love to be in a crowd. It's probably best for you to order the extra large so you can share with the homies. You know what I'm saying?
This next one is one that a lot of families eat. This one is just a bit of meaty, delicious goodness.
Yes.
It is the meat lover. Oh, that looks good. So if the meat lovers is more your fancy, you're most likely a homebody who's supportive and devoted. So if you spend your nights curled up on the sofa, we know exactly what kind of pizza you'll be getting. Meat lovers. Lonnie, there's some bacon on here for you too.
Thank you.
You're not gonna ask, just gonna go right in and get it.
You know, if your favorite pizza doesn't involve tomato sauce, then you may be a fan of this one. Here he comes. This is the white pizza with Alfredo sauce instead of tomato. So people who like this kind of pizza are good with money, cautious, a little cynical, and they love a good debate. But there's no debate that saving money allows you to order more of these pies when you get the craving.
That is so good.
I love the combination of a golden crust, gooey cheese, and sauce coming together, bursting with yumminess in your mouth. Especially with this.
Is this the pizza you're talking about?
There it is.
Oh, you look cute.
Y'all get your mind out the gutter, because I'm talking about chicken.
Thank God.
And this is your favorite topping. You're very driven, competitive, and assertive. Pack on the chicken, baby, because this right here is it. Yes.
All right.
Can I get
Some
one
people like to eat leftover pizza for breakfast, but some of us like to have breakfast pizza. Yes. I got the last one.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Yes, she looks good.
I got an egg pizza. Yes. With bacon, of course.
Sounds good.
This kind says that you're loving, supportive, trustworthy, and you avoid the spotlight. I guess you avoid the spotlight because you don't want egg on your face.
Our next guest has a quick wit and even faster feet. Dancer, singer, actor, and host. He's done it all, you guys, and he's not done yet. Get ready to laugh. It's Wayne Brady! Can't get comfy yet.
No.
You have to run right over to that wheel and spin the heel.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Okay, so
Give
spin
it a
it
good
now.
one. Why don't you guys share the love? Sit down. Sit down.
That's the gas. Let her in there.
That is true. Yes, so you do get it.
That was lovely.
You do.
Wait, look what you did to Adrian.
Normally, shoes fly off when I do that, so that's good.
My shoe! I'm sorry. Oh my God, I got all worked up. I didn't even know what I was supposed to do.
Ladies, collect yourselves.
That was all right.
We got to interview
That was
Mr.
all right.
Brady, okay?
Yeah.
Hey, focus.
Never did that for Leno. Oh.
Wayne, from the Wayne Brady Show to Whose Line Is It Anyway, you've made improv look so easy. So tell us, how have you become such an outstanding performer?
Well, I started when I was a kid. I started when I was 16. I was a lounge singer in Tokyo. I was a performer at kids' parties.
Wow. Okay.
I've done theater.
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta
So
do.
really, it's the accumulation of all this stuff
Yeah.
that following the basic rule of improv. Yes, and when someone could say, "Hey, you kid, can you do?" Yes, and
Yes.
depending on what, and so I would fake my way until I could make it.
Well, speaking of amazing kids, I hear your daughter, Miley, is a bit of a performer, too. I mean, of course she is. How much of a mini-me is she? Oh, my gosh, she's so big now, jeez!
She's absolutely amazing. She's so cool at 11-year-old that 11-year-old Wayne couldn't even talk to her.
Wow.
She's like the girl that I wouldn't, "Hi, my name's Wayne." Shut up. She's so fast in the YouTube generation. They're building web shows. And I'm going to 15-year-olds asking them to give me a job.
Well, Wayne, you know, most women love a man that can make them laugh, which you have in spades. So what's high on your list? Is laughter high on your list for women that you're looking for?
I do want someone that can make me laugh because, you know, there's the pressure of going on a date, and I'm single, so I've gone on dates. And
Oh,
then
he's single. He's single.
Hello.
So, high on my list is I want someone who is incredibly smart
Right.
and very good at what they do, because I don't want them to be in my shadow. I want them to be, and you don't have to be in show business.
Right.
You could be a ticket taker at a movie theater or
be the
something,
best.
Great
but
at
be
Right.
amazing. Folks are like, "I just had my ticket taken by this chick, and she is the best."
Phenomenal.
For a ticket like that.
Sensational.
Just
Yes.
that's the chick.
Find
That's
the
the
magic,
one.
honey.
So whatever you do, be amazing at that,
So.
and make me laugh.
Now, Wayne, how have you managed to make Let's Make a Deal so different than other game shows? Because you are fabulous.
Yes,
on
you
that
are.
show.
Because I have to treat it like I'm not Monty Hall, nor am I what I think of as the typical game show host, where the game takes care of itself and the host doesn't have to really do anything past the game happens. So they let me put my team together where it's not just the game. Depending on when you tune in, it could look like a Spanish game show. Like there's just, arriba solamente, sábado gigante, hijo, and there's a naked woman, a donkey.
You know what Sábado Gigante is? I love it. You're the Don Francisco of the show. I like it.
Negro Don Francisco.
Well, you know what? We have a clip, so let's take a look at some of Let's Make a Deal.
I gotta see this.
It's a weird dude dressed as a cat with tentacles for your birthday. For your birthday.
Oh my God! Even from that clip, you can see, I mean, there are wild costumes, there's crazy deals, and I love how excited the fans get when they win. What has been the craziest reaction you've ever gotten from a fan?
I've gotten jumped on. I've gotten slapped.
Slapped?
Well, like so happy. Ah! Slapped, pinched. I've been grabbed front and back. I've been jumped on. And one lady, she kept falling out. And when I say fall out, like in the, she would, she would fall on the ground.
She was getting slain in the spirit.
The spirit hit her. And then, like after the third time, when she's like, I'm gonna fall, I had to say to her, I said, sweetheart, I'm only so strong.
You fall one more time, you're gonna stay on the floor.
Yeah, like that just may be you on the ground at that point. And you may have he may have to pick you up.
We all know everyone's gotten their share of advice from friends and family, but who do you turn to when the advice is just whack?
Ooh.
Us. Yeah. You've been sending us your stories, and now we're setting you straight. This is Bad Advice Column.
Okay, you guys, how about this one? I have an email from Corinne in Brooklyn. She writes that she moved into her boyfriend's place 6 months ago, but her man's ex is still coming around to collect her mail. She knows he has no feelings for her ex, but wishes he would stand firm and tell her to cut all ties. So Corinne's friend says to take her matters into her own hands, call his ex, and tell her that she called the post office, and that's where she can get her mail from now on. Is this bad advice?
Absolutely, positively not. Let me tell you something. First of all, how you know he ain't got no feelings for her?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, he is still allowing her mail to go there. I mean, there is post office boxes and the post office on every corner, okay? Yeah. Like, it is not that hard to change your address and to change your address on your license. Yeah. He needs to get his life, or she needs to get up and get herself a new man.
I also feel like it is his job to do it.
Absolutely.
If she calls the woman, now it's messy. It needs to be him doing it.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Something shady is definitely going on, girl. I'm sorry.
well, it may not be. It's just they just lazy, and you just need to check your man. That's
Lazy
it. Check
for
your
6
man.
months.
No, she's coming over there with a purpose. She's coming over there with a purpose.
She does.
She's got business at that address, and it ain't mail.
Got it. All right. Does anyone in our audience have some bad advice that they've been given? Anyone in our audience?
Ooh.
I'm gonna come out to you guys. Let's hear
Go
it.
get him, Adrian.
Hey, you got some bad advice? Talk to me about it.
All right. Hi.
What's your name?
My name's Erdavria Simpson.
Where you from?
From Los Angeles, California.
All right. What's your bad advice story?
All right. So I recently went on a first date, and it was near perfect. So we set a date for the next one. However, I Googled his name, Facebooked him a little, and I found out he spent 2 years in prison.
Whoa!
Yes.
I'm
My
scared.
friend said that she thinks I should go on the next date.
Lies. Okay, what are you going to prison for?
She wants to find out
Yeah.
the juicy story. I think that she's more interested in
Well, now you've been brought into it. Come on up.
Friend, what happened?
Stand on it.
So why do you want her to go? Why are you giving this girl bad advice?
I mean, don't we all want her to spill the tea?
So you want to know why he was in prison, why he went, and what it's like?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be a date. That should be a conversation, a phone call or something, not
For her
a date.
safety.
The real question is this. Before you Googled him, did he tell you that he was in prison Has he ever even mentioned it?
No, he
Of course
didn't.
he's not gonna mention it. It's embarrassing.
But you know what? You got to Google before you go on the first date, girl. You should have known that before you said yes.
Okay.
I just wanted a free meal.
You like him?
No, I'm not
You
gonna
don't?
go on a second date.
Then cut ties.
Okay.
Cut ties completely.
So what? Hey, Fred, why don't you go out on a date with him?
No, please. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Anyone else out there
Anyone
receive
else?
some bad advice they want to share?
Bad advice. Hey, girl. Come over here. What's your name?
Regina Towns.
Hi,
All right.
Regina.
Where are you from?
Inglewood.
What's your bad advice story?
So I have a friend from high school. We're just friends, we promise. And my man, he gets really jealous of him. I don't know why. I keep telling him we're just friends. So our friend from high school is having a wedding, and he's going to be there. And I told my man, can I go? He said, no, you can't go. No exceptions. So I asked my sister, I asked my mom, I asked my sister, what should I do? They said, break up with him. He doesn't trust you, and go anyway and have fun. What should I do? Bad advice?
Well, first thing you should do, Bunga, that ain't your husband. You ain't asking your boyfriend, can I go? Nothing. Let me tell you something. My mama always said you can't change the picture in the middle of the movie. So ain't no need you asking your man, can you do anything that is not your daddy, okay? Let's start there.
Was he not invited?
No. No, it's a very small wedding, so it's
he
no
can't
plus
go.
one. No plus one.
Oh,
No.
so he can't go. That's why he don't want you to go, because he can't go.
Yeah. He doesn't know him. He probably is just acting out of insecurity.
Blanket jealousy, yeah.
And it's just judging this guy. You have to build the relationship between them, so it's up to you if you want that to be cohesive.
Yeah, you could say,
Right.
John, meet Michael, and they could have a little moment, and he can see that there's nothing
It's
there.
your job to make it copacetic.
And then you go to your wedding of your friend.
Yeah.
Have a good
You go.
time.
Yes.
Okay.
That's our advice.
We gave you permission. You can go.
Thank you.
When it comes to friendships, some of us have a hard time figuring out which friends have our backs and which ones are ready to stab them. We're going to play a paddle game where we toss out a few scenarios to help you figure out if your girls are a homegirl or a hater. Adrian, you're up.
All right. Your friend shoots you a text message saying someone else is talking about you.
Is that a homegirl or a hater?
What's that? I think it's a hater. You know why? Because if this is your friend, you handle it. I don't need to tell Loni somebody's talking about her. I just go, you don't know my girl, and I handle it.
Right. Yeah.
And then it never has to even enter her cipher.
Yes.
That's true.
I love the saying, a friend isn't your friend until they've defended you in your absence.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you don't need to tell them about it. You don't even need to tell them.
Feel bad about
You
themselves.
try to protect my feelings, Nicole.
Especially when you know your friend and you know that when it gets in her head that it's just going
But
to
it's
make
anybody, Jeannie. Like,
Everybody,
if you find out somebody's talking about you, it makes you feel bad. So why would you
Absolutely
take that to your friend? Why would you do that?
I
Just
agree with
handle
you
it.
on hater.
Unless that person thinks that other person is their
their
really
friend.
good friend, then I'm gonna let you know about that person. I'm
Yeah.
like, look, that's not your friend.
But you would still defend them
Still
without
defend them
them
for
there.
I
Yes,
would
that's
always
right.
defend you in your absence. I would say, please don't talk to me about that friend, because the question is, why does that person feel so comfortable
Yes.
talking about me to you?
That's right.
Because that's messy boots.
So is that
So what do y'all
hater
think?
or homegirl?
Homegirl or hater?
You guys? Flickering.
You guys are in the middle.
Okay.
I say it's a hater.
Yeah, but
too.
I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of still want to know, though. Just saying.
Only Tamar Braxton.
I want to know the tea.
I like
Only
this.
Tamar.
Okay.
Okay, this is mine, okay? You go out with your girlfriend and she never reaches for the tab ever. It is always you paying for the meal. Wait, okay, now I want to do devil's advocate on it because I do pick up the tab a lot because some of my friends are at different stages in their lives. And
I don't
sometimes-
care.
No, and sometimes
No,
it's
we
45.
personally have this conversation all the
have
time.
had this conversation.
Just because you on TV, they can take you to McDonald's sometimes.
That's
You're
right.
always picking up the tab.
Or $7 drink.
Lonnie, me and Lonnie,
I am not too good for a number one with
me
cheese.
and Lonnie have gone out for my birthday and she has picked up the tab for everyone because she sees that I'm about to do it, and she gets upset that it's my birthday and I'm paid. So Loni has pulled out her credit card and paid for all my friends.
Yes.
Let everybody pay.
You definitely shouldn't pay for your own meal and other people's meal
I just
on
think that if
your
somebody's
birthday.
at a different place in their life and you want them there for the
She
celebration.
feeling sorry for, and I'm like, no.
This is the difference.
They can get you a cupcake for your birthday. They just.
And I think
I feel like do what you can. For
Yes.
instance, if you can't pay for the entire meal, say I've got the first round of drinks. Act like you're going to the bathroom, get up, grab the drinks from the bar, and come back and say, I got the drinks. Because if that's all you can do, then at least I see there's an effort and that you're not taking advantage of it.
And I've had friends who've never been able to pay because they're not in a good place right now.
Don't take advantage.
And appreciate. Just at least just say, like, I really appreciate every time you've gotten
But if it's all the time, though, that's what I'm saying.
Weird.
Everybody have hard times.
And it's
but
all
all
the time for me.
All
the
and
time.
you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with cooking. Nothing's wrong with inviting friends over and cooking them something. All right?
Okay, you guys, so what do you guys think? Is this a hater or a homegirl? I'm on the fence.
Yeah, it depends.
Lies.
It depends.
We ain't going out. We
They
staying
almost
in.
agree.
Yeah.
Y'all being outnumbered. All
I
right.
agree with this.
Okay, so your friend doesn't pick up the phone after she's agreed to help you out. Now, is that a hater or a homegirl?
Okay, as a person who's moved
I've done
like
this.
at least 7 times in my life, you know that that's the biggest, most stressful day of your life.
Yes.
When you've already verbally agreed, do everything you can the night before to help prepare to know that you're there. So that is a hater.
Yeah, my
But
whole
I
thing-
sent somebody in my place. I went down and got some help from the Home Depot.
Instead of you coming, you send someone?
Yeah, but communicate that
Yes,
to me.
yes.
You know what I mean? Don't make me feel like you just ditching me and you're not gonna answer the phone. Like that's where we at.
That's hating.
Because I couldn't get no reception. That's
Yeah, okay.
Wait, what's up with this face over here?
'Cause she
What
did it.
happened?
You did it.
Did it.
Who you did that to?
You've done that before, Ethan?
I have, but I was really hungover. And she called, we went out on a Friday and then she called me on a Saturday. I just act like my phone just was dead.
No, just pick up the phone.
That was-
You know what
that
I mean?
was not
Respect
very
me and
nice of
respect
me.
that friendship. Be like, girl, I
I
can't.
apologize.
I'm sorry. I know you was counting on me, but I
and
can't.
send some help if you don't. Okay.
Say something. That was a hater move on my part.
Okay,
well,
audience,
then,
what
what
do
do you
y'all
guys think, audience? Is that a hater?